Very nice place.
Thank you.
Took you 15 years?
12, 13 years. So you have a connection with Bengal from the very beginning. So how it was started?
When I was growing up, Bengal was a very, very important aspect of theatre because Bengali theatre was very big, very important, very radical, and an actor is actually first removed from the self, detached, cut, and then attached again. What is acting? Acting is to differentiate truth from reality and take you to the truth. That is acting.
Right.
Mostly, of course, folk actors, because folk actor was more closer to Indian tradition than I would say the Sanskrit Pandit.
I know that you saw Irfan Khan very closely. He chose to stick on film.
He wanted to come back to theatre. In fact, so much so that he once had cancelled his shoot for a couple of weeks, and he had asked me, saying, "Sir, please come." So I had gone to Bombay. He put me up in his own house. He used to cook food for me, and he cancelled all his rehearsals and started working with me on a production.
So it's about to, sunset time, and after that we will see some tribal performance here, and we want to listen more from you. Do you feel that too much knowledge and the modern technology really destroying or making some noise inside the tribal culture and the indigenous tribes?
You're right, except that I would not call it too much knowledge. It is too much information.
Yeah,
We are
that's true.
becoming too brain driven. One should always be balanced between being brain driven and sense driven. Animals are completely sense driven. Human beings are supposed to be half sense driven and half brain driven. But we have become zero sense driven and 100% brain driven. In order to compensate that, we use sense in a very wrong way, by too much of sensual pleasure, eating too much, craving for taste, craving for sex, craving for all sorts of things. That is not being sensuous. See, for a person to be sensuous, you have to be balanced. Then you can enjoy everything. If you look at a good looking woman, you are, of course, allowed to look at a woman as a woman. But sensuousness is not sense crazy thing, so we have become that.
So there should be, digital world should be more responsible.
They are responsible, but they can't help being irresponsible in spite of being responsible. Because you should understand that the entire machine-driven world, from the crudest, earliest machine to today's extremely sophisticated machine, all machine depends on money. All machine can survive only when you produce money out of it. So the moment a machine is introduced, however much responsible the person who has introduced it is, the system makes you go more and more money driven. You see, there is no sharing, there cannot be, because you have to make money to sustain the machine. If I am making a play, I need to spend very little money. If I have to make a film, I have to spend so much money that I can't afford to be sense driven or sensible or cultural. We all say this, we all pretend that we are. We also want to be. But in actual reality, that system will completely destroy that, because वो तो भाग रहा है, वो सिस्टम भाग रहा है, हमको भगा रहा है वो. हम भागते 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 थक जाते हैं और उस थकावट से हम ज़्यादा खाते हैं, ज़्यादा पीते हैं, ज़्यादा सेक्स करते हैं. So, you know, people, when I say all these things, people think that he's anti all this. No, I'm not. I want to be more sensuous. I mean, I want to be as sensuous as Krishna. Just today in that village, I visited about half a dozen homes where every home was worshipping Krishna, the most sensuous god ever. But that was a totally different Krishna than what we are seeing in all these disco bars and this or that or something. You know, it's a crazy world we have made.
So, as we know that you are a Buddhist and you followed all your life Ahimsa. So, how do you define this world, which is full of war and injustice to humanity?
I don't call myself a Buddhist. I'm deeply respectful and reverent of Buddha. But even Buddha, when he becomes Buddhist, he didn't want people to become Buddhists. He kept saying that everybody can become a Buddha. He kept saying you can become a Buddha, not just me. But the moment you ritualize it, the moment you make a symbol of Buddha, and the moment that symbol grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and temples are built, and golden foliage is put on top of the temple, then Buddha is gone. The moment you make Krishna into a symbol and build massive temples on top of him, he is gone. God is not Sthavar. God is Jangam. जंगम को रखने के लिए स्थावर चाहिए, स्ट्रक्चर चाहिए. मैं स्ट्रक्चर को नकार नहीं रहा हूँ, स्थावर तत्व को नकार नहीं रहा हूँ, पर आजकल सिर्फ स्थावर रह गया है, जंगम खत्म ही हो गया है. वो गलत है. You know, you need institution, you need rituals, because every bhakta can't go back to the original idea as easily as you want them to. So they need certain rituals. They need to pray God every day. I saw those women, you know, in the villages here praying Krishna, but that was a different one. You know?
So, how do you interpret your philosophy or thought in your book? And what is your message to the aspiring actor?
See, as I told you earlier, I was getting very disturbed with what is happening today, and I had started responding to that, meaning I was reacting to the reaction. वो शब्द है ना, reactionary. वो शब्द इसलिए आया है कि तुम कुछ बोलोगे, मैं रिएक्ट करता हूँ. मैं कुछ बोल रहा हूँ तो तुम रिएक्ट कर रहे हो. वो रिएक्शनरी का मतलब है somebody who reacts and gets angrier and angrier and angrier. I was getting angrier. I thought I was not a reactionary but a revolutionary. So that's when I said, let me go back to my theater, because theater is a small world and actors are small beings. but beautiful beings, like a little flower in a pond or something. And I started working with them, and that has given me a lot of happiness. I feel very happy when I'm with creative people. I don't even mean creative people in the sense of being a very big artist or something. You know, a child is creative, so I'm very happy there. And now, in fact, I'm so inspired by it. These are the two books that I wrote. This is the first one I wrote, and this one is like a textbook. It talks about the Indian method and talks of Indian method in a contemporary sense, in a contemporary language, using contemporary examples and all that. So it's become very, very popular. It's now the most popular textbook for Indian actors from all over India. And then I wrote this, where some of the issues that you have raised, the issue of taking a middle path, the issue of relationship between truth and reality. Character is truth. You are a reality. Actor is real. Character is metaphorical. And it is if you have to really become a character, you have to become truthful. So it is not just Gandhiji who talks of truth. It is every dharma begins with talking about truth. Only later does a dharma gives a specific name to the truth as God or Allah or or Bhagavan or whatever, or Devi, etc., etc. So this is a book on that, and it's a book where I have tried to go beyond writing a textbook. The whole book is a conversation that happens between an acting teacher and about 10 students of his, and these students are from all over the country. एक लड़की बंगाली है, एक लड़की असमी है, एक लड़का पंजाबी है, एक लड़का साउथ से है, ऐसे है. And then something happens, dramatic action, or slightly violent action happens outside, and it starts affecting them. And then the teacher moves in, and that's when he tries to hold them to the middle path. He tries to hold them from reacting to the tension outside. And of course, he's also a human being. So finally, he explodes. And that explosion, one of the students has caught it on the social media, and he has put it out. He didn't want to put it out. He has put it out to his friends, that what they call it, WhatsApp group. But that fellow puts it out, and it goes viral. And actually, people respond to the teacher. So what the teacher has tried to tell his actors, actually the entire young lot from the country, they respond to it, and it goes viral, and there's a lot of good feeling at the end of the book. So it's a book like a play, like an epic play, where things happen, and they're not just discussing art, they're doing art, and then some action happens against it, and then they try to control it. So it's all that. This is the book.
So do you have any plan to translate in different language? Because there is so many regional groups, and
I can't plan anything because my life is, I just keep rolling, But the first book is translated into English, and I think it's also getting translated into Malayalam and maybe Tamil. And if somebody wants to do it in Bengali, I will have no problem, except that the translation is a very difficult task. We should not rush with the translation. The translation has to grow into me. I have to first understand the book, sense the book, and then provide local words, the Bengali word or this thing, and then rewrite it. So I am not so sure whether people have that sort of time left. And it also needs money.
Right.
Translating a book will take maybe 6 months, and 6 months somebody has to live. All that is there.
So it is a beautiful conversation with you, and how would you like to conclude?
It was nice talking to you. It's a good place, and keep it up.
চাতক প্রায় নিশি যে আছে কালো শোষী